everyone. We're back again with the Owens Corning Tech Stack CoffeeCast. My name is Heidi Ellsworth. This has been such an amazing series, really talking to all of the partners in the Owens Corning Tech Stack. And I'm so honored to be a part of this, but we want to get on to our next company that is pretty dang amazing. So let's start with some introductions. Pam, could you introduce yourself and your company?
Yes, hello everyone. Glad to be here. My name is Pam Torrey. I'm the Director of Marketing at Ingage. We are the industry-leading sales enablement presentation platform for home improvement and home services companies. We work with a lot of Owens Corning contractors, a lot of roofers. I've been at Ingage for almost 4 years now, which is pretty exciting, taking us through some very rapid growth and built a lot of great relationships in this industry. Prior to being at Ingage, I did marketing and lead generation for a fintech company based in Chicago, and then I was at Apple before that. So been around for a little while. Fun fact, I actually have a master's degree in opera performance and have no formal training in marketing.
See?
Learned it all on the job.
Connect the dots.
Yes. It's all about who comes into roofing and very cool things you find out. John, can you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. First of all, Heidi, great to see you.
Yes.
And thank you so much for the opportunity to be once again here with you and this team with Roofers Coffee Shop. You do amazing things for the industry. So I wanted to make sure I say thank you for all the stuff that you do.
Thank you.
And your team, 100%. So yes, John Gardner, and I'm here with Owens Corning. I've been with the company for over 12 years now. And today I head up our training and our education platform, and I head up our business solutions portfolio and our strategic partnerships that obviously Ingage is very much a part of. So looking forward to today and having better conversations and more conversations about how Ingage, in this case, really stands up our tech stack.
Our tech stack. And Dave.
Hi, Heidi. Thanks for having us back. My name is Dave Banas, Digital Contractor Manager here at Owens Corning. I help contractors understand which digital tools are available in the industry to help them get more work and get work done. And I work closely with John in helping to bring solutions to our contractor network.
Excellent. And Dave and John, the three of us had an amazing conversation in the first video of this series, of this CoffeeCast series, really talking about the Owens Corning Tech Stack. So maybe just in very few words, can you kind of summarize what the Owens Corning Tech Stack is, and then we can get right into this very specific technology from Ingage.
Yeah.
John?
Sure, yeah. And Dave, please jump in here. But at the end of the day, Heidi, as we talked in our first recording here with regards to the tech stack, the tech stack, is, as it indicates, is really all about leveraging technology. And when you look at the industry and where it's come from just a few short years ago, technology plays such a major role in it. And the idea behind the tech stack and what we've been able to provide our contractors in conjunction with our partners is the ability to leverage technology to ensure that every part of the process of the sales cycle is completely covered so that our contractors can be more efficient, take more money on every single job, meaning opportunity to sell up on the job, and just be extremely connected to their local market and their homeowners or future homeowners when it comes time to sell that next roof.
Yeah, it's so important. And Dave, you really have been the architect. You are the mastermind kind of bringing all these folks together. So tell us just a little bit about, why you look to Ingage to be part of the tech stack.
Yeah, so one of the building on what John said about the tech stack is really looking at our partners and being able to help contractors understand which technologies work well together and what parts of the selling process that they can leverage from those partners to work well. And the Engage platform is great just for multiple things, for being able to tell the story of the contractor, tell the story of Owens Corning, be able to display our product, and then being able to take a look at those results through some analytics and see exactly what that salesperson did within the home and what they showed to the homeowner.
Yeah, it's exciting. Okay, Pam, tell us about this amazing technology from Ingage.
Ingage is the industry-leading sales enablement presentation platform for home improvement. And then I always get asked, what does that actually mean? Because nobody really knows what a sales enablement presentation platform is. So what we do is we help customers to create dynamic, interactive, and engaging presentations, pardon my pun, so that they can better connect with homeowners. Homeowners today are really looking for high education. They're looking for that information. They want to be shown why your product is different from what they can get from the guy down the street. And so if you don't have content that connects with them and that helps them to form an initial good impression of your company, you are not going to win that sale. The competition is fierce. We all know this. You need to differentiate yourself. On the enablement side of the platform, what we help contractors to do is make sure that everyone has access to the content that they need, and then that they can update that content whenever there's a change to the business, a new promotion, new financing offers, new products. When we work with Owens Corning, it's great because every time that they roll out a new product or a new color, they're able to go into the presentation, update it, and then save that new part of the presentation. It pushes out to every single contractor who uses the Owens Corning product presentation. And then, as Dave mentioned before, we do have rich analytics on the back end. We actually just launched a brand new analytics platform. We rolled it out yesterday. It was very exciting. And so what contractors can do is go in and see the answers to their most commonly asked questions. How many appointments did you run last week? How long was spent in every section of the presentation across your team? Let's say that John, John Smith, your rep, is having trouble with his sales. You can actually go in and look at every single appointment that he ran last week and follow along with what he presented in that presentation with visual guides and the duration that he spent on every single section. So it's really rich. It helps you to be able to have those coaching conversations and help to make your every single rep at your company your best rep.
Yeah, John, I mean, when I think about that, and I think about so I don't mean to age us, but do you remember the pitch books?
I remember just bringing in the sample board, right?
This is pretty phenomenal technology.
Yeah.
And how do you see that fitting into the whole tech stack that you're offering?
Well, I mean, at its surface, Pam, as you described it, I mean, it's just an unbelievably powerful product and a powerful technology. But think about the purpose of a tech stack. The purpose of a tech stack is enabling our contractors to be able to, one, provide that immersive experience, but two, it is connected into the technology through integration. So all of what Pam is talking about is now very much part of the entire tech stack. So it's not a standalone product or technology that is useful. It is a very integrated technology, number one. So that's point number one. Point number two is, you just mentioned it, Heidi. Imagine the sales experience and imagine it from the homeowner's experience. Imagine them taking a sample from the sample board. Imagine them taking a brochure. Imagine them even getting into a pretty powerful PowerPoint, or imagine them watching a video. Now imagine that homeowner going into an amazingly immersive experience where they finally have the opportunity to feel like they're in control of learning because of the Ingage platform. All the while, that salesperson is guiding that homeowner through the experience using the awesome capabilities in the visuals that Ingage provides. And at the end of the day, that provides our contractors with all of those, the goodies, which is, I want an opportunity to really differentiate myself in the home. I want the homeowner to really understand the value prop that my company brings to this home. I want that homeowner to understand the complexity of a roofing system, and that making the decision to buy this roof is not something simple as what's the color and when can you do it and what's the price. It is a complex system, and Ingage helps our contractors to fully immerse the homeowner, understand the complexity and how that company can be that right choice because of who they are through the company story that they can share in the Ingage platform. And then, as Pam, you shared, we've taken the time with Ingage to pre-build some really fantastic presentations that are all cloud-based, allowing our contractors to dive right into Ingage, start using this content from day one without having to do a single thing except say, yes, I want to provide my salespeople with a much more immersive experience, and I want to be able to see what they're doing with the technology on the back end of Ingage. So to me, Ingage is really where the rubber meets the road, is right there at the kitchen table. Such an important part of the tech stack, and we couldn't be happier to have Ingage part of it.
It just
Yeah,
seems to fit the Owens Corning culture. Go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say, John brings up a really good point. Like when we put the tech stack together, we took into account of what does it do for the contractor, but we also looked at what does that do for the homeowner experience and the homeowner journey, right? How do those different pieces touch them? What kind of experience are they going to have? Are they going to be happy with the experience and want to work with that contractor?
Yeah, it works. So Pam, how does that, how do you see Engage really syncing or integrating with the other tech stack companies, and specifically Job Nimbus, which is really kind of the core CRM?
Yeah, so we integrate with actually several of the tech stack partners very closely. So first of all, when you're using Engage in conjunction with the CRM, it is very handy to be able to send out pre-appointment communication to a customer. So let's say that you've got a customer and you want to make sure they sit for that appointment. You want to do your best to make sure you can get both homeowners there. Like that's a big deal. We want to get both homeowners in the room. And maybe you want to send out some pre-appointment education. You can actually load a web link of Engage into your Job Nimbus and be able to email that out to the customer. Or if you have a texting integration of some variety, you can text it to the customer. And we offer the capability to put a tag on that presentation. So that way in your analytics, you can see, okay, Mary Smith opened the presentation and she spent 4 minutes reading through it. That's a long time. We know she's probably pretty engaged with our company and she may want to buy. As far as the other partners go that we integrate with, we have a very deep integration with Sales Pro. So that is the in-home sales software from Leap. We actually have a deep link integration with them where you can bounce back and forth between our apps seamlessly. So the homeowner actually thinks that you're in one single application during the entire process.
Wow.
So you can start off in Sales Pro and you can, do your initial needs assessment, get your forms taken care of there. And then we live under the resources tab. They go and click on whatever presentation they want. It opens and Engage automatically. They do not have a different, switching process. There's no swiping. There's no dock. It goes to the app automatically. And then when you're done presenting, we have a callback button. So you can go right back into Sales Pro. And we have a very exciting new integration with Company Cam. That we launched just a couple months ago, I believe. So we have an idea panel within Engage for creating content. And we know one of the biggest issues is helping contractors to get their beautiful content, their beautiful after photos into their presentation. And Owens Corning did such a great job of building out a gorgeous local contractor presentation for their contractors to use. And they actually have the ability to add photos directly from their company cam account in the Engage idea panel to their Owens Corning local presentation.
Nice.
So you can take your after photos directly from your company cam, load them straight into your presentation without having to save them elsewhere. It just pulls photos directly. So we're really excited about this because it, again, provides a deeper integration with these Owens Corning Tech Stack partners to help Owens Corning contractors at the end of the day tell their story and close more deals.
Yeah. And Pam, to that point, as we're describing this, I'm thinking to myself, that somebody listening could say, that sounds really complex. That sounds like a lot. Like, how do I start? And part of the decision-making and part of the build of the tech stack was technology really needs to do what it's supposed to do, right? To do what we're talking about here today. But also we're trying to solve for efficiencies. We're trying to make life better for our contractors, a little bit easier. So as we're describing Engage, please know that it's all designed to be super easy. So,
it is.
All the things we're talking about, all the back end stuff that's just like, all the power and the meat behind the Engage platform. But at the end of the day, what our contractors can really enjoy too is I can have all of this, and it's such a simple tool to use that all of my salespeople can jump on board this and really enjoy it. So that's an important piece too, because part of the tech stack is all about the technology and really closing the circle of the sales cycle, but it's also empowering the salespeople to really take advantage of it. And it's also creating the efficiencies so the business owners can see that there's a significant return on the investment when they invest in this technology.
Yeah, I tell people that if you can copy and paste, you can do a deep link. It's not hard. There's literally a button and it says, it says deep link, and you just copy it and then paste it into your Sales Pro. You can copy and paste your web link into your job Nimbus. All you have to do for the company cam integration is just log into your company cam account within Ingage. So thank you, John, for pointing that out. We do keep it really easy. I know words like deep link or API can be a little scary. The user interface is a huge focus. And yes, you want to make sure that it's user friendly for your reps and user friendly for the homeowner.
Yeah. So Dave, you could speak to this, Heidi. If I can just one more comment here is as we're talking through it, it's like somebody may ask the question of, well, how do we know this is really great? And part of the process that we go through with the build out of the tech stack is, hey, first we have alignment on the technology and alignment on what the best in class technology is to build it out. Check that box. Number two is, can we honestly say, and Dave, pick it up from here. Can we honestly say that, this is, best in class technology and it's doing all the things that it's supposed to do? And the fact of the matter is 100% because of the work that we did in the background with our partners and specifically with Dave, who really dug into the details with obviously Dave with your team to understand and make sure that we are checking all the boxes. So Dave, maybe you want to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, a lot of it was, connecting them all together, right? Running through the jobs, testing it out, proving that it does what companies say it's going to do. But then in addition to that is just talking to the contractors that use it, right? The one going to them and talking to them, getting their perspective. How's it working for you? What can you do now that you haven't done before? Are you saving time? What do you like about it? What could be improved, those kind of things. So it's just going around and vetting it internally with testing and also with our contractors.
And, Dave, keep going on that, because really one of the things that, we really want to ask everybody is, why is this tech stack important to a roofing company? Why is it important that they do this?
So it's important for multiple reasons. I think it efficiency is going to be one, right? A great homeowner experience. They'll be able to look at the analytics from their tech stack with the different pieces, but probably what they would be most concerned about is it's really going to set themselves up for growth, right? All these efficiencies and all that is going to set themselves up for growth. Being able to have those systems in place, and they're going to be able to grow from there. When we look at the tech stack, there's certain core pieces that we outline. A CRM. Accounting tools, and a measurement service, those are core, and being able to add the pieces and build on from there is really going to be impactful.
Yeah.
And I think this group would agree that there's not one specific part of the entire sales cycle that's most important, although we could say that kitchen tables are like really, really important because that's where the rubber meets the road. But Dave, to your point, is the production side of it is super important, right? The lead generation side of it is super important. The sales side of it is super important. The application or installation side is super important. So as we think through the tech stack and staying with the Ingage piece of the tech stack, is if we had it built out but we didn't have this really critical part on the sales cycle part of it, then it would be a broken system. And so what we're trying to solve for is, although it's all wrapped around the sales cycle from lead to close to review, at the end of the day, it's solving for all those critical parts of the business. And I mentioned them, which is the sales, the marketing, the lead gen, the production, the installation, and you go all around again. And so the power of technology and the power of this particular tech stack in conjunction with our partners enables our contractors to really stand up all the parts of the business that are critical for success. And that, Dave, to your point, is all about the efficiencies, which at the end of the day is, making more money, building on an existing structure, even goes to the ability to really retain those awesome employees who are now more immersed and just love the opportunity to sell more and just be more creative when they're in the home. So, we're solving for all of them and go right back to the sales part, which is, this is the one part of the tech stack that really touches the homeowner at that, at a very important level.
Yeah.
And Ingage really does a nice job of bringing that homeowner into it.
Love it. Pam, I'm inspired. I'm hoping everybody listening there is like as inspired as I am. But just to kind of bring us home, talk about the importance of this this partnership with Ingage and Owens Corning.
I don't know that I can speak to just the value that Owens Corning provides to our customers in a way that I can't really demonstrate it verbally. Like, they bring so much value to our customers through this relationship. As we know, Owens Corning is incredibly influential. They have so many contractors out there. Before we started working together formally, we had dozens of contractors on our platform who were selling the Owens Corning products, who were like, premier Owens Corning contractors, top tier. And they have just been loving the content that the Owens Corning crew put together. They are able to communicate much more effectively with their customers. They are able to really show the value of the Owens Corning roofing system. And that is because of the content that this team has provided to our customers. So it's really been invaluable to them. And we really value the relationship because the faith that John, Dave, Megan, Julie, the whole crew at Owens Corning have shown in us has really helped us to grow. And it's boosted our reputation in the industry. I joke that I'm like, other people might be growing faster and doing things, but like we have such deep relationships within this industry. And I think a lot of that is really due to this relationship with Owens Corning, where we feel like they bring a lot of gravitas to us, the scrappy startup, and are really able to bring a lot of value to our mutual customers. Like I said, they're just so happy to have content directly from the source, from the people they trust, and delivered on our platform.
I love it. John, Dave, this is great. This is great. Such an important part of the overall tech stack.
Yes, absolutely. And one thing to think about too is when we think about tech, we're talking about the whole piece, Heidi. Mm-hmm. And the reality of it is businesses aren't prepared to make wholesale changes in one day. Yeah. So when we think about the tech stack, this is best in class. And when we're talking to suggesting very specifically that this technology in this particular company should be highly considered. But at the end of the day, our contractors are burdened with everyday business. And now when is the right time to implement the technology? And that's where our partners and we can help our contractors, kind of work through that and decide where we want to target and attack the tech stack at the particular time in their business, in their journey. And so as we think through the tech stack, think about it in that lens. It's like, let's, how do you eat an elephant? Like one bite at a time. Let's start with, the right technology. And it very well may be with Ingage, but the bottom line is, hey, it's a journey. Let us help you go through that journey. We'd be more than happy to do that. And our partners they're just filled with amazing amounts of data and information and best practices that our contractors really should lean into them, even if it's just to learn about it.
And what's really, just want to jump in, Heidi, but what's really great about what John and Dave have done with their relationship with us for their contractors is they've provided a tiered system of access to Ingage. So every single Owens Corning contractor can get free access to the product presentation just by signing up. There's a form you fill out, and we'll go ahead, verify that you're an Owens Corning contractor and get you set up with free access to the product presentation. So if you're that emerging preferred contractor who's got like 1 or 2 sales reps, you basically just sell Owens Corning, you can go get started today for free with the product presentation. If you're a little bit bigger and maybe you've got, 5, 7 reps, you still mostly sell Owens Corning, that's what you do, you can get started with a customized local presentation. And then if you're the big kahuna, if you're the guy who does whole home exteriors, maybe you also do bathrooms, you want to do everything, you sign up for full Ingage, Owens Corning contractors have a discount on our platform and they're able to get access to our full platform plus that great Owens Corning content. So as John said, like, you may not be ready for everything, but they've done such a great job of helping you to get access to what you need to meet you where you are in your business growth.
You can start small. That's what works. And this is what I love about this CoffeeCast series too. You can go and you can check out every technology within the tech stack. You can listen to these videos, and when you're ready, then now you have the information at your fingertips in this playlist. So we now need to get on to the next technology. So I want to say thank you very much, Pam, for being on today. And John and Dave, we're going to see you in just a little bit.
You bet, Heidi. Thank you.
All right.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Heidi.
Thank you all. Please continue. Yeah, thank you. And thank you. Please continue watching this CoffeeCast. Check out every segment. And like we talked about today, save it, share it with your company, because this is the information you need to build your own tech stack with Owens Corning. We'll be seeing you on the next one.